When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boise State's offense will take the field first. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Newton. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
First down.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Power football with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to sneak it. The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Touchdown Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just
turning it on. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Gibbs. He tries to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That was clever. Never heard that one before. Spamila Cabello.
3rd and manageable. Like I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense, keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Tatum. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdown.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the big fullback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Second down coming up.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Give to the big fullback. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
21, Boise State, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Daniel. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right back to him on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Across the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Give to the fullback. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over UCF. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down on the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how...
Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the first down and some extra yards.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Bounced right back to them. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's McDaniel. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the... Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The lone back's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a chance. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Newton. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown game.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Hands it off. Crosses the 35. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. In the red area, it's Tatum. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. To the air, it's Gibbs. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fullback's got it. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking for room, it's Tatum. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Gibbs. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To throw, it's Newton. Using the quick game.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go. Those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got it inside the 30. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Minnesota! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. To the ground with the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Dropping back, it's Newton. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it. Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish. On a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now he's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Finds a spot in the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense.
Turning it on. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McDaniel. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. The run from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination.